Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Raw and Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Leo, this is your reading. We are finishing the week out with your sign, okay? And I got a really nice pre-intuition thing for your sign. I was seeing the infinity symbol, and in the tarot, that is the Magician card. It is above his head. Also, it is your card, which is the Strength card, all about inner compassion and really being strong throughout tough times in your life. It's like no matter what's happening, you are being a perseverer. So that could be the energy that you're in. But yeah, on that card, it is above the lion's head, I believe. So yeah, I feel like that was a really nice way to start off the reading. Both of those cards are major arcana. So we will see. Yeah, already cleanse your energy, cleanse your space. Wow, we have justice coming out at the bottom of the deck. That's a good way to spark off the reading. Are you balancing things out and finally treating yourself fair? You could be getting justice in a situation. Somebody could have wronged you, but things are finally panning out in your favor. Some of you guys could have a court battle with this person as well. You don't have to. This is also Libra energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra. Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody could have had like a miscarriage, or there could have been somebody that you're not able to like create things with. There's no growth. There could be like stagnation in a relationship. The Emperor in the reverse. Somebody could be like very controlling. Somebody could be very abusive as well. Wow. It doesn't have to be physically, but somebody could be mentally or verbally abusive in some type of way with the Emperor in the reverse coming out there. So if you were wronged in some type of way as far as that, you definitely will be getting justice for that. Just please know, Leo, okay? You guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to turn my TV off because I feel like it's a distraction. It's going to keep like playing pictures and yeah, just give me 1 second. Okay. And we're going to use the pretty little tumbler cup. If you like ASMR, I hope you're enjoying this part. Okay, but anyways, we are going to use this pretty little tumbler cup for any of the major arcanas that come out. I'm just going to set it right on there, okay? I'm actually going to get a little stand soon, you guys, because I feel like having the major arcanas, even the minor ones out, are like very, very significant. I like them to be the front line of the reading so we can always reference back to them, even though I tend to do that at the end, but still. All right, so we are going to give you guys a 3-card pull, what you need to stop doing, what you need to focus on, and what will bring you more peace, okay? So let's see. Let me slide you guys back a little bit. Okay. For my Leo collective, what do they need to stop doing that's hindering their growth? For Leo, channeling my Leo collective, what do they need to stop doing? The Devil. Okay, so Scorpio just had this in their reading as well. You could have Scorpio in your chart or be dealing with the Scorpio. You don't have to be. The Devil card is Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with the Capricorn, but this is, you are linked and bonded to something that is toxic for you, but you yet continue to do it. So it is becoming a little bit excessive at this point as well. This could be an addiction. This could be some type of like sexual addiction as well. You could have a very toxic relationship with somebody and you guys could be soul tied in some type of way. Yeah, you need to cut that cord if you are soul tied to somebody that is toxic for you. What else with the Devil? What else with the Devil? You need to stop leaning into toxic habits. Like whatever it is that has you so linked to something, it's time for you to cut that link. No matter how you do it, you have to, hold on. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you're not focusing on yourself. And the more you don't really focus on your spirituality and really like tap back in and get back in tune with yourself, it's like the addictions come harder and it becomes harder for you to release and let go as well. Look, and then you have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. That's your underlying energy, Leo. You know how wise you are. You know how much intelligence you have. You know how many lessons you have learned when you have fell into this addiction before. So I feel like You need to be in the Eight of Cups in the upright. It is time for you to just focus on yourself. A lot of you guys could have a toxic relationship that you keep running back to, and you know this person ain't no good for you. This is like a sign from spirit, like, okay, Leo, leave this person alone. You know they ain't no good. Why do you keep doing this to yourself? It's literally torture to yourself, because in the end, you're going to keep getting the same result, right? But for some of you guys, you literally have some type of addiction. Like I said, it could be like sex. You could have a sex addiction. You could be addicted to some type of narcotic. There's something there that you're addicted to, and it makes you actually dismiss your life's purpose, because there's so much greater for you. But if you keep on leaning into whatever it is you're addicted to, it actually takes you away from that. It actually slows down your time in some type of way. And I'm not saying, oh, we want to like speed up our lives, but I'm saying it is like whatever would really be fast tracked for you, for your life to get better, you're slowing it down by falling into this addiction. That's what I'm saying. So that's a lot coming out for what you need to stop doing. You need to stop ignoring your inner wisdom. You know this is messing you up for real, whatever it is. So why continue to do it? Why would you want to keep harming yourself? Actually ask yourself that, because regardless if it's going back to a toxic person, or you just like to sleep around, or you actually do have an addiction to liquor, whatever it is, there is something that tells you, I know this isn't good for me, and I know I need to take a new route. So it's time to unlink yourself to something that you're so chained to. Why? And think of it like this. When you're like chained to something, you can't get away from it. You can't get rid of it. That's what you feel like. But think of it as if somebody's on the other side pulling the chain. Like it's tug of war. You don't want to pull back and win. Think of it like that. So stop falling into this toxic relationship. For what you need to focus on, Six of Swords, literally moving on into more peaceful and calmer waters. And this is also Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You don't have to be, okay? Swords is also Libra and Gemini energy. A lot of you guys need to focus on the fact that you are finally in a peaceful state. And I always like to make it a point that somebody could have moved you into a peaceful state. Somebody could have moved you into some type of happiness, okay? You could be sitting here grinning like the man on the card. Like, I am cool. Like, you see her up there? She's the one that got me feeling like this. And for my ladies, you could be feeling like, yeah, he really is making me feel peaceful. And the way he speaks to me, the way our communication is making me serene. So you could be having good communication with somebody as well. But yeah, really just focus on moving yourself into this complete new land of life. No frustration, no getting annoyed, no getting mad. Look, and then you got the sun, your card at the bottom of the deck. Literally, I feel like even within your ego, you are seeing, I'm so happy. Like, I'm so full of joy because I'm so calm now. Like, everything's not so riled up. Somebody could have like a dog that like barks a lot, but like now even the dog is calm. I don't know where that's coming from, but literally, I feel like your life could have been really loud at one point. So now the fact that everything's like calming down for you, you're really deciding, a lot of you are deciding you need to let go of this addiction and really start focusing on yourself. Yeah, but this is your focus card. And if you haven't been in this energy, this is what you are urged to start doing. Bring yourself back to a peaceful state by releasing this person, this addiction, whatever the case may be, because you are wiser than this. You know better than this, okay? And I love that the sun is at the bottom of the deck, because a lot of you guys are in very much childlike energy. Like, you're very excited to try new things. Blessings have been coming to you. And it's like, you're almost like a kid ready to play in the snow. Like, oh my God, what are we doing today? You know? And what will bring Leo more peace? Well, you want to know something? It's kind of self-explanatory. When you release whatever toxic thing this is, what will bring Leo more peace? Anytime this card comes out, Ace of Wands in the reverse, were you guys trying to manifest something that didn't come into reality for you? Or were you guys trying to birth idea to a new project? Like, some of you guys could have been trying to get something up off the ground and it didn't come out for you or something like that. When this card is pulled for any sign, I feel like this is what your mind is telling you will bring you more peace. So do you feel as though when you get to have this baby, or when you get to really become an entrepreneur or create this business or drop this clothing line, whatever it is that you want to do, when it really gets off the ground, that's when you're going to be peaceful? No. You have to be peaceful within. And then all the blessings and good things that come to you are just a bonus. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Your reading is very, very nice so far. I'm really, really loving it. Let's see. Y'all, my cards are just... Whew. Honestly, this is probably the slipperiest deck I've ever had out of any decks that I've ever had. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What else does Leo need to know? See here. The Seven of Cups in the reverse. The Page of Cups in the reverse. You guys could be dealing with somebody that's younger than you, or somebody that's older than you. There could be an age difference there with this Page of Cups in the reverse. And then also we have the Hangman coming out sideways, which is showing me this is both of you guys' energy. You aren't willing to... Okay, you know how in the beginning I just said you could be having like a toxic relationship with somebody that you really need to let go? This coming out sideways with the Page of Cups in the reverse is showing me you're dealing with somebody that's immature, but both of you guys aren't willing to sacrifice letting each other go. You don't like to view it from that person's point of view. They don't like to view nothing from your point of view. That's what I'm saying. And that's where the toxicity comes in. If we're never going to be able to compromise, you're never going to be able to slip on my shoes and look at things from my lens, Bookie. I don't think this is going to work. And you have to be receptive as well, Leo. So if there is no compromise there, there is toxicity. It will forever be a pattern. So that's why in the beginning of the reading, that's why that came out for what you need to stop doing. It's time for you to look for things from a new perspective. The Hangman and the Upright. When you start looking at things from a new perspective, you'll be like, oh, okay, I really do got to let this person go, because no matter how good the sex is, or no matter how much I really feel like we're linked together, we're bond together, I have to look at the bigger picture of this. I'm really losing so much of myself. I'm losing so many parts of myself dealing with this person. A lot of you guys could have really like lost job opportunities. You could have lost money. You could have, and there's like a lot cups here. It's a lot about your feelings. I feel like you poured out a lot of your emotions to this person and it just didn't matter. Seven of Cups in reverse. You're starting to look at things realistically now. Like, you're not getting so excited about having hoes or having options. You're just like, I want somebody that's going to be ready to settle down. I'm in that type of energy. I can't deal with this childish shit. With the Page of Cups in the reverse, somebody isn't a good communicator. They don't know how to voice their feelings. And yeah, then they try to like play victim, or somebody doesn't try to voice the fact that they have options. They still have other people that they talk to because they just keep stringing you along. Like, it's ridiculous. What else? What else with the Hangman? And that is your first major arcana of the reading. Well, you had the other ones in the beginning, but this spread is your first major arcana. Okay, Six of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, somebody's upset, I guess, because something didn't come out like they wanted to. Yeah, Six of Wands in the reverse. Something didn't come out successful. There is no victory here. Something didn't go the way that they wanted it to. And I feel like that could be your energy as well. What else? What else with the Six of Wands in the reverse? Death in the reverse. Scorpio energy. Remember I was saying in the very beginning of your reading that Scorpio had the same thing. One of the things that I had said. And that you could be dealing with a Scorpio. But somebody is trying to avoid change. They're afraid of things really ending as well with the Death in the reverse. But so, yeah, somebody doesn't want something to end. Like, they can't believe that something is ending, that it's really over. 10:10 on the clock as I said that. So I feel like that's double confirmation. You really could be dealing with a water sign. Like I said, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There's lots of cups out here. Yeah, more Scorpio energy. King of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's a manipulator, though. Like, this is what I'm saying. They play on your feelings knowing they have hoes, and they still think they're going to get what they want. And I feel like you're finally just catching on and you're over it. What else? Yeah. It's time to sacrifice your feelings, or sacrifice the good poom, the good poom, the good dee, whatever. Okay? It's time to let it go and give it up, because, like, it's costing you a lot more than you keeping it. And I feel like your feelings are deeply involved. So when somebody keeps manipulating them and like being so immature, like, yeah, Leo, I care about you on Tuesday, but I ain't gonna care about you on Wednesday. And I probably won't hit you up till next week, but you still gonna be cool with me, and we still gonna be toxic, and we still probably gonna smash like in the car because I'm not taking you in the crib. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Like you deserve somebody that respects you more. That is the energy that I'm already getting here. Okay, what else? What else? Wow, Leo, wow. Oh my, and you'll never believe, the Devil and the 8 of Cups came out again. Yeah, this is such a toxic person. Like, they're terrible for you. They are terrible for you. I feel like all they think about is sex. They have a huge sexual addiction, okay? And then the 8 of Cups in the reverse, they refuse to focus on themselves. This is somebody that will never be single. They can't be single. It's almost like they have to... It's almost like they have to have sex with somebody all the time to feel whole or boost their ego in some type of way or feel some type of way. And Leo, for some of you guys, this is you. And I will be honest, because the Devil is coming out in the upright. Like, there is some type of toxic, something within your sacral chakra that like needs to be healed, that makes you feel like you need to have the urge to always have that. And that you can't focus on yourself, and that you can't be single, or that you really can't just focus on your own path instead of falling into something that makes you not healthy. Also, look, and like I said from the beginning of the reading, the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, this is your underlying energy. You are learning, you are trying and learning to be compassionate to yourself now. And that's what really matters. And you're having the strength to face this addiction. I feel like a lot of you guys are about to sacrifice your old ways. If you were childish, if you were immature in any type of way, I feel like you're hanging that cape up. Because yeah, you can't do this anymore. You just can't. And like I said, death in the reverse. Yeah. Also, somebody could be trying to manipulate you and tell you something isn't over to like have you still be the fish on their hook. Okay, yeah, don't fall for that. I feel like that's so specific because 4 of Pentacles, your money's looking secure and you're feeling a lot safer. I feel like, and I'm not saying it like somebody was putting you in harm, but I just feel like you're really conserving your energy. You're keeping a lot of things to yourself at this time. You're not really opening up to this person too much or telling them too much of your business. Yeah, you're like, I'm good. I'm secure. I ain't got nothing to say. So go play. Just period. 7 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody don't want to keep putting up a fight. So give up. For real, like, so give up. I don't know why they keep trying to manipulate you. For some of you guys, this 7 of Wands in the reverse is your energy. You're like, I'm not going to keep putting up a fight for somebody that just want to have hoes and can't make up their mind, okay? I have to be realistic with myself and realize that you are not the one for me. And I didn't even realize the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse flipped out, okay? 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. The number 12 could be significant to some of you guys. The number 15 could be significant to some of you guys. But yeah, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody doesn't like have any standards. They don't. So this is somebody that will probably sleep with anybody just because they get the chance to, and just be able to say that they did it. Okay. Like, what? Leo, and you have to value yourself as such. Like, why would I want somebody that would be with anybody? Like, that is crazy to me. Like, where are your morals? This person has no morals, okay? Anything else to close out this reading? Leo, this was a lot. This was heavy. How are you feeling? Oh my gosh. And then we have the Lovers. Oh, interesting. What else with the Lovers? You guys could be in a new relationship right now. You could really be feeling like you found love. For some of you guys, like I said, if that's your energy and you're hanging up your cape, you're hanging up your player ways, and you really just want to focus on yourself, because you want to sacrifice your old ways, and now you are finding love, or you're trying to find love, or you've fallen in love already. That's for some of your energy. But a lot of you guys, yeah, this was just a water sign that you were toxically linked to, and you had to sacrifice and really let them go because they don't have no nothing. They have no standards set for themselves. Like, this person will sleep with anybody, fuck around, catch something, bring it back to you. No. What else with the Lovers? What else with the Lovers? What else with the Lovers? The Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. Okay, yeah, so I feel like this person, you did love them. But you are recovering from that because you see that they just have hoes. But, wow, let's see. And then the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you couldn't trust them. All somebody did was lie. They were very sneaky. I feel like you were building up those feelings of like really loving them, or they really shared that they loved you as well, but they were lying. They were lying. Look, Six of Swords came out again. What you need to focus on, yourself. Focus on yourself. And if somebody did, if the Lovers is coming out with the Six of Swords, this is showing me that you did find somebody that you actually do love, and they are bringing you to a more peaceful state, just period. Look, they got the sunset in the back. Some of you guys could be taking a trip soon where there's going to be a sunset, just period. But I love the fact that this is coming out together because you, with the swords here, like I said, you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. But with the swords here, it's showing me that the communication with this person that you've met now or that you are going to meet, it's going to be communication with love, just period. There are not going to be any arguments. There isn't going to be any super crazy outlandish times, or there's not going to be any lies. Seven of Swords in reverse, whoever this water sign was, there's not going to be anybody that you're going to have to recover from, feeling like they left you abandoned or left you out in the cold. This person isn't going to do that, okay? So some of you guys are already involved with this person and you've been feeling great. You already feel like you love them. Some of you guys already said the I love you words, okay? But for those of you that haven't met your person yet, just know you could be meeting a potential, and this is heavy Gemini energy with the Lovers card here. That's their card. But heavy air sign energy with the swords, okay? So yeah, I'm telling you, some of you guys really could be meeting an air sign, and the way that this person talks to you and your communication with this person could be like the top tier, top of the charts. And you're going to be like, wow, like this is so much from what, this is so different and so pure from what I experienced from my last relationship. Because all I dealt with was lies. All I dealt with was somebody manipulating me, making me feel like I was an option and not just the top tier person. You know what I mean? It was a struggle with this person. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, the sex was good. We were linked. But you were toxic. You were no good for me. Just period. Love that. So Leo, congratulations on your new love life. And for those of you that feel like you are moving yourself into peace and you're not really looking for love right now, it's going to come to you when you are ready and you attract it. When your heart and your mind balance out and you're like, I am ready to accept love, that's when it's going to flow in. That's when it's really going to flow in and you're really going to accept it. So Leo, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated in some type of way. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal, please feel free to DM me. The link for that is in my bio. Love you guys. See you guys next time. Bye.